Hi guys, I am here at your orientation walkthrough. The house looks great. They're doing a great job. I'm going to take a video for you of just a few items that I want you to know about. I'm starting in the basement. So here is your hot water heater and furnace, and you kind of remember this, nice big room, and there's your rough-in plumbing at the end. Well, right here, you're going to wonder what that is. It is an area where you have plastic underneath this entire cement floor to keep the radon and the moisture away from your house. And apparently some of the plastic had come up and had cracked there was a crack right where it came up in the basement floor. So they cut it out, put the plastic back down, and re-poured your cement. So when you get down here, you'll know what in the heck that patch is. And that'll dry and cure and change over time, but that's the reason why you have a big kind of cement cutout. I'm going to take you upstairs. So I'm just showing you some things that might not be super intuitive right when you get here, so that you're not wondering what's going on. There's some really cool features actually in the house. One of the things to note when we get upstairs is your fireplace is right here. It's electric, so you are not going to see a little pilot light, like a little flame going all the time. There's no pilot light. The switches are over here on the side. One of them goes to your electrical, TV, etc. And one goes to your fireplace. Now, once you hit it, you have to give it a sec. I mean, honestly, you have to give it at least 5 or 10. It takes a minute. See, there you go. So at first it seems like it's not on, and you wouldn't want to keep turning the switch off and on because it'll screw it up. So just give it a solid 5 seconds, and then it'll pop on. Okay, then we were looking at your blinds, which are really nice, and they're nice and heavy, and they're substantial. But the trick is they are pretty heavy. So when you're opening and closing these, if you're going to do that, you take your hand and support it with your left hand. It's hard for me to show you. While the right hand pulls up, because they're actually pretty heavy and you don't want them to break. I think a better way is to probably just leave them down like this and then open them, close them, in terms of the slats, if you want. But if you pull them up and down, put your hand on the blinds themselves and kind of help guide them up, because they're actually fairly substantial and kind of heavy. Okay, here's another cool thing actually. So I was looking at your faucet, and when you turn it on, you're going to see you have three different positions. So that's just the regular, flow. Then in the middle, you have this kind of cool spray. But then this top one, doesn't that look neat? That is apparently to put glasses underneath, and you can wash the inside of the glass without having it all spray up on you, and that outside water keeps the spray from spraying all over you, which I thought was super cool, and I wanted to tell you what it was because I haven't seen one like that before. And one last item for you would be just that if we're looking, well, I can't really show it to you, but when you're outside and you go by the house, let me show you your fence. By the side of the house, one of the wings of the foundation is kind of... It's a counterfort? What's it called? A counterfort? Counterfort is sticking out to the side, which is going to make it hard for you to landscape. And so they're going to cut it off for you so that there will be a step there, but it won't be sticking out. And I just wanted to show you your fence. So here's your new fence. And it looks beautiful, and it goes all the way around. And the gate for it is over here, on the left side of the house. And do you see that kind of snaky pipe right there? That is your downspout, and they've extended the water coming from your downspout over to where the proper swale is, so it flows down that hill properly and not into your neighbor's backyard. So just keep that there until you do your landscaping, so that any water that comes from your downspout goes into the right place and goes down that swale in between the yards, if that makes sense. Everything looks really good. They've taped up all sorts of little paint touch-up things, and see how they put this blue tape all over everything. Any teeny weeny little thing, they caught a lot more than I did. You can kind of see how they're taping up just any little paint scuff or an area that needs to be cleaned. But in general, it just looks great. These are all just some very small little cosmetic-y things. And the house looks great. I'm not concerned about it being ready at all. You want to say hi?
Oh, hey.
So if you have questions, let me know, but I'm going to send you this video so you can look at it first and then just know some of those kind of features about the house, so that when you get here, you don't have to wonder what's going on. Your front door, by the way, will be, oh, let me show them this. Your front door will be completely repainted before you come in. They like to do it at the very, very end, so no one can nick or scratch it up at all. It's actually in really good shape right now, but they still repaint it. But I do want to show you here, your driveway has had a little bit of settling, honestly, not a lot, but they told me they're replacing it. They probably won't do every single panel, but take a look at, you know, you can just see like, oh gosh, it's a teeny little lip, like 1/4 of an inch, where one panel's sitting up just a touch higher than the other. This is probably the worst spot, and that is about 1 inch. I don't know if you can see that there. But they're going to take the panels that have moved and heaved a little bit and replace them for you. That's happening this week. They may not all be replaced, but the majority of them will, because they just want you to start with a nice, totally flat surface. And our soils expand, so this is typical, but they want you to start with a perfect one. So you're gonna get that too. That's it for now, and just let me know what questions you have, and then I will come back and do the final walkthrough and double check and make sure they've got all this stuff done before we close next week. Talk to you later. Bye.